news leader. Eyewitness News Nightbeat starts now.
Josh, you are in my thoughts and heart always. I miss you every day, and I love you.
Emotional tributes today to the nearly 3,000 lives lost 15 years ago on September 11th. Ceremonies were held today at Ground Zero in New York City, at the Pentagon, and in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. The victims, survivors, and families were also honored during a ceremony at the 9/11 Memorial here in Indianapolis, along the downtown canal. Speakers remembered that fateful day 15 years ago when terrorists killed thousands of Americans, but millions more were brought together.
For the first time in a long time, it was us against them. And we rallied. How sad is it that it takes something like that to happen for us to do that?
Some people attending the ceremony downtown today saw the devastation at Ground Zero in person. Our Jeremy Brilliant has more now on what they experienced and the push to expand the 9/11 Memorial here in Indianapolis.
These two steel beams from the World Trade Center have become the centerpiece of Indianapolis's 9/11 Memorial. They were secured about 5 years ago by members of a special search and rescue group. Members of Indiana Task Force 1 spent several days at Ground Zero. They were doing what they could to help. Within 24 hours of the attacks on New York City, first responders from Indiana arrived.
Then when we got there at 8 o'clock that morning and stepped off the bus and looked at it and seen it, it was like, wow, this is, there was no words. You know, people couldn't talk. No one did talk.
Firefighters Russ Schoaf and Gerald George were among the 63 Task Force 1 members sent to New York.
When we hit Ground Zero and kind of took us down there for the first time, and, you know, military vehicles, military carrying guns, 50 caliber on top of Humvees, and just made you feel like you're stepping into a war zone, which is really technically what it was.
While they specialize in search and rescue, it became clear almost immediately this was a recovery effort. So each year they join hundreds to remember what happened to us as a nation, and to be recognized for their work on the pile. The cost is a personal one. More than 1/3 of the Indiana responders have an illness that can be traced back to the 10 days they spent in Lower Manhattan.
So the next time you catch a cough or you catch a cold or you feel an ache, you go, wonder, is this the start of something, or is this, you know, a part of something?
The price paid for answering the call on that day 15 years ago. And this already expansive memorial continues to grow. In fact, a piece of limestone from the Pentagon has been secured. It's been brought to Indianapolis, but it's going to require another $100,000 to make improvements here, to make room for that limestone. We have information about the project at WTHR.com. Jenny?